Hello everyone, Sara Bierman here, business agility coach for AgileDad, and it's time for today's episode of the Daily Stand-Up. Let's get started. For today's episode, I'm continuing a series about living agile. Last week I discussed how taking ownership is required to find what truly makes you happy, and how you can make anything you want possible. Once you've focused on yourself, you can be overwhelmed at how big your goals may be. Today's topic is about breaking down those goals or problems into smaller steps that will support your larger plans, and how being agile along those steps will keep you progressing even during setbacks. Part of knowing yourself is knowing your strengths and weaknesses. When I went to college, I had no idea what I was going to do with the rest of my life, but I knew I enjoyed reading and writing. Once I decided to major in English, I had two options: English literature or creative writing. I was already a decent writer and had lots of creativity to fuel my writing, but I knew I had weaknesses too. I wasn't well read and I didn't have a large enough vocabulary. So I decided to major in literature instead of writing. With my larger goal of getting a degree, I recognized my weaknesses and leaned into improving them. It's easy to keep doing what you're already good at or what might come naturally without much effort. But when you lean into your weaknesses, you will get stronger, even if you are full of uncertainty and feel uncomfortable. In agile software development, team members are asked to build on what they know, but also explore what they don't know. In breaking down what you don't know, the team will spend time researching or using tools such as story mapping to look at the goal or problem from a different perspective. I'm a big fan of the scientific method, which aligns to living agile. As a reminder, here are the steps in the scientific method. Make observations. Formulate a hypothesis. Test hypothesis. Analyze the results. Report conclusions. And repeat. You can use these steps to break down your bigger goals or problems to determine what your short-term actions or goals should be. For example, you want to start a new career. Sometimes it's best to determine what you want to do by observing what you don't want to do, and with the process of elimination, focus on what remains. Do you like sitting at a desk in an office, or do you want more flexibility and freedom by working at home? You can also start with what activities you enjoy best and build on those. For me, I always wanted to write and help people. I hypothesized that if I could use my creativity to produce valuable content, I could help others and build out a portfolio that might attract new opportunities. I used this process when I started back to work after being laid off during the Great Recession of 2009. I had no idea how I was going to get back into the workforce after being a stay-at-home mom for 18 months, but I had a belief in myself. I just needed to get more confident. I entered a greeting card contest, and miraculously I won. 4 wins later, my confidence grew, and I started to write a personal blog and take pictures as a portfolio to share when I applied for jobs. It didn't take long for me to find a 3-month contract at one company that led to a connection helping me find a full-time position at another company. Each experience, no matter how brief, was a stepping stone to the next. I was constantly trying out new things at each opportunity to see if it would work or not work, and adjusting as needed. Not everyone will have the same path, and that's okay. You need to find your own unique journey and pockets for your energy. I always took time to reflect on what I learned and what I still needed to learn in each position until I outgrew it, or I realized quickly it was not for me. Sometimes saying no to something can be harder than saying yes. But when you objectively look at the results and see if they align to your bigger plans, the next best move will come to you. Happy Wednesday. I hope you have big dreams that scare you a little, but not too much to not do something about them. Remember, all great things are built one step and one day at a time. Be patient with yourself and trust your instincts when something doesn't feel right. It's okay to fail or take a step back and pause to reassess on where you need to put your energy next. No matter what big goals you might have, remember to stay focused, keep it simple, and you will be successful.